Welcome, everybody, to the North Coast Podcast. My name is Mel. Today from North Coast, joining us, we have...
Luke.
Doug.
Ralph.
And on the beats, we got...
Heirloom.
Ayo, Heirloom. Woo. Special guest, Heirloom. We are a hip-hop improv group from New York City. On this episode of the podcast, we thought it would be fun to just catch up on our weeks or what's on our minds. And when inspiration strikes, we'll improvise raps.
Yeah, what you been up to, Mel? What you been up to?
Well,
improvise.
Yeah, we're gonna improvise,
and then we'll go into a set
and
a
then
little
after
bit later.
that, yeah, we'll get a suggestion of a word from our producer in the studio, and we'll go into a little hip hop improv set. So,
and a banana.
And a banana.
And a banana.
That's our producer's name.
Little
I was like, and then in the
banana.
third half, we're gonna have a banana.
Yeah, that's the
On
third
the
act of the
mic, we'll eat a
podcast.
banana.
I was just gone for like 8 days. I've been doing some traveling, and I just came back last night. And this morning, I remembered I had 2 bananas in like a fruit basket. Let me just say, I've never seen bananas in this rough of shape before.
I
Like,
knew it was going there.
they're not even salvageable for like I know most people are like, save it for banana bread. I just don't think
No.
they were pure liquid. I picked it up from the stem and it immediately like the stem stayed in my hand and the rest of
Yeah.
it just dropped.
This is
Banana.
And
obscene.
it just felt like
obscene.
banana juice
little
inside
banana
the shell.
At that
sounds
point,
like a horror movie.
It's
yeah.
gross.
At that point, the only thing that those bananas are good for is attracting fruit flies. You got to get that out of your life.
Which surprisingly,
Yeah.
I had none. I was shocked because my apartment was 9,000 degrees.
Oh,
So it could have been. The lesson here is it could always
you
be
have
worse.
banana air in your apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh.
I just had some chorizo go bad in my fridge at the throughout, and it bummed me
You
out.
just had what go bad?
Chorizo?
Chorizo.
Oh, you know what I thought he said? I had some trees go bad.
That's what I thought.
Because I was going to say,
Trees
I
go
had a
bad.
tree go bad, but I've never heard that saying.
Freaking circle
I had a
of
tree
life.
die.
I'm thinking about a bad tree. I really need to know what that's.
A bad tree.
The tree has gone bad.
This tree is evil now.
See, now you guys have me freaking out because I just did a big grocery haul yesterday.
Ooh.
Bought a lot of fruit because it's stone fruit season. It's stone fruit season.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
What's a
what?
stone fruit?
What? I can't get excited about fruits. What?
Yeah, wow. Stone fruits are fruits with a pit, like a peach or a plum or like an
Nectarine.
apricot.
I
or
was
a
thinking about
nectarine.
jackfruit.
You were thinking about jackfruit. Yeah.
Avocado? Does that fall?
I'm glad you asked. An avocado is actually a tropical, and the reason that I know this is because my day
Insufferable.
job is about reducing food waste.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this
that's
is like a
Whoa.
relatively new job, which is about reducing food waste, like for
Wow.
avocados and different types of fruit.
So you went from a mega conglomerate,
Yeah.
which I won't mention for your NDA or whatever,
I don't have an NDA.
who was
I sold
probably...
beer for Anheuser-Busch.
Oh, well, there you go. We'll never
a
get
big
a sponsorship from them.
Why do you? Is it just a coincidence that you work so much in foods, or is that it's a particular interest for you?
I think it just well, I've always done a bunch of stuff with like grocery stores in my like past life, like doing marketing and sales consulting. So grocery stores kind of led to beer, and then beer like is very similar, grocery store type stuff. So the principles are very similar. So I started working in fruit. How about that?
Luke, are you 30?
No.
I respect it.
Are you a vegetarian? Are you 30? Interrogating
you?
Luke.
It's stone
Interrogating
fruit.
Luke. Every
Interrogating
goddamn day we were interrogating Luke. Interrogating Luke. Interrogating Luke. Every goddamn day we were interrogating Luke. Are you a 30?
No.
Are you flirty?
Yes.
Are you thriving?
No.
Are you aliving?
Yes.
Are you walking down the street, marching to your own damn beat? You got 2 nice sneakers on them stinky ass feet. Oh, I'm interrogating Luke.
Ooh,
Interrogating Luke. Every damn day I'm interrogating Luke. Interrogating Luke. Interrogating Luke. Every damn day I'm interrogating Luke.
Okay, you can go ahead and interrogate me on this day, but you better watch out, cause I signed that NDA on my entire life. You want to get inside, you won't be hearing this. Got a phone call, I don't care, I'm still feeling this bliss. You can interrogate me, got nothing to tell you. You want to come around me? Yeah, I won't even dispel you. Yeah. Interrogate me, you won't find out any facts, so you can try, but now you go and hit the road, Jack.
Oh, interrogate Luke. Interrogate Luke.
Closed off
Every damn day I interrogate Luke. What do you do?
Interrogate Luke.
What do you eat?
Interrogate Luke.
Who are you dating?
Every
damn day we're
Interrogate Luke.
Ooh.
Okay, so you did a big grocery haul.
I did a big grocery haul. Yeah, I went to Wegmans in the city here. I brought my car.
Shit. You went to Industry City and you went to
I
Wegmans.
did. You know what I always do when I go to Wegmans? They have the best deal. I'm not sponsored by Wegmans. They have the best deal on seltzer, like non-alcoholic
Their
seltzer.
seltzer is really
Their
good.
seltzer's so good. So I bought literally 20 12 packs of seltzer yesterday, loaded up in my trunk, and drove it back home. I spent like $80 on
You have a
seltzer.
car in the city?
I have a car in the city. We've said this like a lot on the podcast,
Oh, wow.
actually.
Where, I don't
Sorry.
think I've ever seen you drive. How often?
I
When do you
kind of
get a-
just move it for street cleaning, but it is
wow.
nice to kind of get out here and there.
I found that fascinating about car owners in the city is that as soon as you suggest to one of them to drive somewhere, they're like, no, I have to. I have a perfect spot. It's the parking spots are very precious, and the idea of actually driving the car anywhere is absolutely like, unless it's an emergency, the car must stay in the good spot.
So you
Wow.
can see why I bought 240 cans of seltzer yesterday
Yeah.
How many
because
fridges do you have?
no, we don't. You don't have to refrigerate them all at once.
Do you have
so
a
they're-
tree in your refrigerator?
My tree went bad. My tree went bad.
Oh my god.
I just was talking to my girlfriend about this yesterday or today. Like, we had a van for a little while that we thought we'd had for a long time, and we ended up selling it, and I still can't get over it. I
So
just
you don't
miss-
have the car anymore?
Oh, it's gone. We sold it like
This
6
was
months
this
ago.
was the COVID road trip van.
Yeah, we traveled all through the South. We were trying to make it all the way around the United States, but it was 40-year-old van. It was never gonna make it.
How many miles?
We made it as far as from here all the way to the very 0 mile, the bottom of the United States in Key West, and then to Austin, and then as far as Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then it died. It died in Chattanooga. Well, technically, it died going from Chattanooga back to Nashville, which we'd already come from, and on the way back, it blew up, and it was just done.
All good things die in Chattanooga.
Ralph, I did a pandemic road trip just like you. I had a minivan that died in Oregon. It had the most scenic death, though. It died on like the Cascade River Parkway or something like that. This beautiful overlook. Yeah, and we had to lay it to rest.
Oh wow!
It's very sad.
Sucks.
Yeah. Oh,
I missed it.
shout out to the dead cars.
Shout out to the
My
dead
van
cars.
was named
missed Bess.
Phoebe.
Your van was
Oh,
named Phoebe.
van was
Phoebe,
named
where did the
Phoebe.
name come from?
So the van was really shitty. I bought it for $500, and it kept dying and coming back to life after we'd pour like another quart of oil in it.
Wow.
And because it kept dying and coming back to life,
Cat,
it was
smelly
like
cat, Phoebe.
no, it was like a phoenix, and so it kept that smelly
I
cat.
thought, well, it's cats come back to life, and there's a smelly cat and friends, and who owns the smelly cat?
Phoebe. That's
We're
pretty
like,
good.
it has to be friends.
It was not friends related, but
Alright.
it was,
Wow.
it was a phoenix.
All right.
Did you?
Our
did
van
your
was called Hubie Judy with the big booty.
Hubie Judy with the big booty.
There's a lot going on. One, the first thing is
Judy, Judge Judy. Judge Judy is people watch it in the suburbs. People in the suburbs drive minivans.
And they twerk, so
And
they have
they
big
twerk.
booties.
That's how you got the name.
That's why they call it Big Booty.
the Judge Judy part is absolutely correct because over the pandemic, me and my girlfriend became obsessed with Judge Judy for like almost 2 years.
Good guess.
So what the fuck? I really love Judge Judy.
okay, that's really weird.
So you got it. So, but then the other part is Adam Sandler released, and nobody watched it, but he released, I think right before the pandemic or in the middle of the pandemic, at the beginning, he released this Halloween movie called Hubie Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
And it was a really good movie. And so, I don't know, something about the van reminded us of, so we called it Hubie Judy, and then the big booty because it's a big Volkswagen bus.
Arabelle fucks with the movie. She saw it.
Yeah, it was
why
great.
they
It
call
was a
it
fun
big
movie. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my vehicle name. I drive a Vespa, and her name is Scooty B. Jones. Any guesses? Any
Let's go,
guesses?
Scooty.
Any guesses on
Scooty.
where that name came from?
Scooty B. Jones.
Scooty.
Scooby Doo.
Ruby B. Jones.
Scrappy Doo, Scooby Doo, Fred,
Link it,
Mystery
link it.
Machine,
No.
Jones?
Scooty
Samantha
B. Jones.
Sex
Junie
and the
B.
City.
Jones.
Yeah,
Junie
Luke
B.
got it.
Jones.
Luke got it.
Judy B.
I
what?
read.
Junie B.
I read.
Jones was
Wow.
a children's book series, so I just liked it. And so
Junie
I was
B.
like,
Jones.
Scooty B. Jones is a very proper name for
Jealous
a,
of
for a
all your
scooter.
vehicles.
I would
Yeah,
love to
I
go
know.
on a road trip with Scooty, Judy, and Phoebe.
Yeah. Oh, wait, but don't forget about Bessie / Sheba.
Who's that?
Wait a second.
Shout out to Bessie / Sheba, my fallen vehicle. She put in some really good years. We can't even be mad. We thought she was gonna die years before she actually did. We were really surprised. She lasted that long. She was a 2000 Hyundai Elantra. Her name was Bessie. I'm sure you won't be able to find out what the origins are because it doesn't make any sense in any seriousness. I just thought she was reliable, like a good cow, and for some reason
Bessie the
I
cow.
named her after
No.
an imaginary cow named Bessie. But then she has an alter ego that used to get me in trouble all the time named Sheba because she liked to go fast. And I had to retire Sheba. We were like, just Bessie now.
So just Bessie.
Yeah,
Wow.
she
Both are
lasted like
deceased.
a really long time. And yeah, when she went kaput, we were like, we can't even be mad. We were just
Yeah.
like,
Bessie did her job.
you did your duty.
Now
And
offer scraps. Yeah.
yes, and now she's on in car heaven. So shout out.
A eulogy for our fallen cars. Fallen cars. Eulogy for the cars. For the cars. Eulogy
not
for the
sounding so
cars. For the cars. Eulogy for the 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 cars.
When the
For the
car's
cars.
dying, the car says, ow. Arabelle had the car she named after a cow. And the cow, well, it just existed in her head until that car, Bessie Sheba, shit the bed. It went, clunk, bah, ka, doo, ba, da, bah, and then it died. R.I.P. to that car. Yes, it's dead. Sorry, cow. You just been tipped. And then we shot one, pour one out for our homie. Say, rip, rip, rip. Say,
Eulogy for the cars, for the cars, a eulogy for the cars, for the cars, a eulogy for the cars,
Transmission.
a eulogy for the cars, for the cars. Yeah, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm feeling kind of moody. What's that on the TV? That's the judge named Judy. Tears streaming down my face. I'm feeling sad, man, cause I miss being right behind that big ass bad van. Yeah, with the booty, feeling so good on my Vespa. Call it Scooty. Yeah, I'm eating good in my car. I call it Phoebe. You know it is reviving, cause when I'm in my car, I felt like I was thriving.
It's a eulogy.
For the cars, for the cars, it's a eulogy. For the cars, for the cars, it's a eulogy. For the cars, for the cars, it's a eulogy. For the cars, for the cars.
Good morning, got the sunlight pouring in, and you know this journey about to start again. And we overlooking all of the forest sand. We gonna get in the car, start to drive again. Oh, we overlooking all the trees and we staring out and we looking at the glory of and all of it. And this the last moment we gonna call it, cause my car about to die right out here in Oregon.
Yeah, eulogy for the cars, for the cars. It's a eulogy for the cars.
Gotta have a name.
It's a eulogy for the cars, for the cars. It's a eulogy for the cars, for the cars.
Oh.
No, that sound is too triggering. I can't do it.
Doug, that sound just reminded me that we heard you did something crazy recently, and I imagine that's what it sounds like.
What happened?
Wait,
You
what
were
did
in
I
a
do?
tank? You were in a thing?
Oh, yes, I was in a sensory. I was like,
I don't
that's what it
actually know.
sounds like?
That's what it sounds like when it.
I love a clean segue.
Thank you. I tried. Well,
That car
You know
not
what?
starting sounds reminds me you were in a
all
sensory
trying to just get
deprivation.
Very smooth.
make it make sense. Make it make sense. All
No,
right.
I love it. So Luke, on the very first episode of this podcast, said that he had had a magical experience with a sensory deprivation tank. And so I had given my girlfriend a gift, and she was like, "What should I get him in return?" And she got me a gift card to Vessel Floats in Greenpoint. You can't out hipster Williamsburg, but actually you can, because Greenpoint exists.
Yeah.
And Greenpoint is definitely the most hipster part of New York City. And so I went to this extremely hipster sensory deprivation experience where Arturo, who looked like Kendall Roy, Jeremy Strong, literally to a T, greeted me, and they go, "Here's the menu." I'm like, "There's a menu?" Yeah. So you pick your before drink. You pick
You
your
got a drink?
Yeah. You pick your before drink, your during, whether you want sensory nothingness or you can do a guided music or whatever. I chose nothingness. I wanted to slip into the void. I wanted to become an amorphous blob of myself. I wanted to become one pulsing cell.
Wow.
And then you choose your post drink. Like
Pulsating.
basically like a post coital, like, wasn't that nice? And so I had like some essential oil thing before. You strip down.
You go all the
fully
way.
nude,
Yeah, fully
pee-pee
nude.
all the way
Pee-pee
up.
in there. Yeah, it's all
And
over.
then then afterwards you feel like you were just in the
Wait,
Blue
wait.
Lagoon.
Don't skip to afterwards. Tell us what it's
Okay.
like doing.
This is very it's a very private
juicy.
experience.
We've learned a lot about
So
before
first off,
now.
did you have little twinkling lights on the ceiling?
No, I didn't. I think mine was fully dark. Yours was like
there was little
like a night sky.
twinkling
That's
night
amazing.
skylights
Mine wasn't like that.
on it. So I was like, okay, first off, I thought this was going to be fully sensory deprived.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pick the fully sensory deprived option, there's still twinkling little lights.
Kind of
So
nice.
it is kind of nice. I kind of want one that makes you feel like you have slipped.
Like you're in purgatory.
Yeah, I want to feel like I died for a little bit. No, but it was great. It was super relaxing, and by the time the lights came back on, they were like, "Your float is done." By the time that happened, I was gone. Like I woke up, I was like, and like you're in a very non-reactive place. Your muscles are all. It's like getting a massage.
Are you in water?
Yeah. Okay. So
Salt
you
water.
are in water that is filled with Epsom salt, and you float on it.
Oh.
And I think it's like body temperature water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
because
you don't really feel it. That's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. Like it's not a sensation of hot. It's not a sensation of cold. It's just like you're in this like amniotic fluid type like feeling
Yeah.
thing. It's very strange.
Yeah, you're floating. Yeah, it's so good.
That's so awesome.
That
Oh, it's
sounds,
so good.
That sounds really great, but also
lot.
there's a very loud black voice in my mind that's like, white folks do anything. That's like, there's a but I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try that. But there's that person lives back there like,
It's of the woo-woo goop.
sounds great.
Like,
I would love to
yeah.
try it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wish I could make my brain stop. Like I yell at my brain all the time, like, stop,
Yeah.
please.
There's a video
got to
of
get
like
in there.
NBA athletes being like, "This is the only place where I can go and be alone from the
Wow.
chaos of the world." I think it might have been Steph Curry talking about it on YouTube.
Sounds-
And then
sounds
John
great.
Lennon did it in the 70s, and it's been around since the 50s.
Wow.
It reminds me a little bit of I only know about it because of the celebrities that do it, but it sounds like transcendental meditation. It sounds like that kind of experience. It sounds really cool. I'd love to do something like that. I wonder if I'd freak out.
Yeah, Doug, did you ever did
I
you go in
wanted to
thinking you'd
freak
freak
out.
out or anything like
Is
that?
there like a safe word just in case?
There's a button. There's
There's a button, a
everything,
panic
yeah.
button.
There's also a head floaty too.
Oh, so your
Because your
ears.
neck.
I
No,
was
your
like,
neck. Yeah. Well, no,
oh.
the ears, they give you earplugs.
Okay.
And they're high quality earplugs too. And I know. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would like to do a trick. Does somebody release you? You come out yourself.
It's
else.
you
lock
like
you
get
in.
out. Like
Yeah.
so there's the lights come back on, they're like hee-haw, and it's like it comes back on and you
you
get
exit
out and then
alone.
you shower again. You shower before and you
And then
shower
shower after.
afterwards. You get the Epsom salt off of you.
I
Wow.
wish somebody, helped you get in, shut the door, and came back to get you, because I would like to find a way, because you go in fully naked, I would like to find a way when they open it up, I'm just sitting up with Uno cards.
Your move, Arturo.
God.
Just hit him with a reverse.
Yeah.
And he's naked.
It's only appropriately.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just
He
run
looks
off.
down. Ah!
It's going down in the sensory depth. It's going down in the sensory depth.
It's going down in the sensory depth.
It's going down in the sensory depth. I go into the sensory depth trying to have an experience, but then I go inside and I'm getting delirious. Bring a little book, I bring an iPod shuffle, and then I hear my voice start to muffle. I gotta keep myself busy inside the sensory depth. I gotta think about Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp, and I gotta think all the things that are going on in the world and how I just wish I could find myself a nice girl.
It's going down in the sensory depth.
It's going down in the sensory depth. It's going down in the sensory depth. What you doing? It's going down in the sensory depth.
Sensory depth. Sensory depth. Do it for your health. You feel all the wealth. You feel kind of fresh. You feel kind of nice. You feel kind of good. You feel kind of right. You feel kind of good. You're chilling the salt. Feeling so good. You floating so far. I past the moors. I past the ocean. Out there you feel it. You feeling you floating. You feeling your spirit. It's such an experience. You ain't getting delirious. Oh, you feeling it. Oh, you feeling it. Getting real meditative. Yeah, I do it. I'm not hesitating. Getting
Going down in the sensory depth. Not hesitating.
It's
Going down in the sensory depth.
Noise.
It's going down in the sensory depth.
Noise.
It's going down in the sensory depth.
Ooh, a sensory depth. I'm like, what the heck? You got earplugs for your ears and a floaty for your neck. Sounds cozy. If you know me, then I would go in the sensory depth with all my homies. You and you and you and you coming with me. We gonna go floating like we are free. Falling but floating on the water in the ocean. We are lying. What's the notion? I don't know. Where's the lotion?
Going down in the sensory depth.
Woo,
It's going down in the sensory depth.
Not totally depth.
It's going down in the sensory depth.
There's little twinklies.
It's going down in the sensory depth.
All right. Shall we go into our improv set?
Now that we are fully
I think
renewed.
we shall.
No.
We shall
Okay.
go into the
Should we get a suggestion from our producer, Anna Banana?
Yes, we shall. I'm also glad we made it through that opening segment without talking about Top Gun, because I have thoughts. But we'll talk about it another time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, all right. Anna.
Minimize.
What?
Minimize.
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 I hope you cut to yourself during that, Anna. Anna, can you say hi to the people real quick? Press talk. Okay. Okay, cool. Minimize.
Minimize.
Ooh.
Okay. Inside here, it ain't a mirage. We are hanging in the 80s inside Steve Jobs' garage.
We're in Steve Jobs' garage. We're in Steve Jobs' garage. We're in Steve Jobs' garage. We're in Steve Jobs' garage. I'm searching all around, gonna give everything a ruffle. I'm a tiny little music player, an iPod shuffle. Ooh, you spin the little spindly thing, spin, 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 and then you pick one song. It is the song, yes, win, win, win. I got a playlist full of 8 songs, yes, count them 1 through 8. That's all this thing can fit, and this playlist is great. I had to be selective, make a choice, not how it is now. You know, an iPod shuffle, this is me. Holy cow!
She's an iPod shuffle. She's an iPod shuffle.
She's an
iPod shuffle. I'm an iPod shuffle.
Oh, yes, you understand. It's time to bring it back. It's me, Steve's best friend. I'm Steve Wozniak.
Hey.
Yes, I helped too. I did contribute. I help you create the machines that help you compute. It is not only Steve who is a genius, and I want you to just believe in us. I helped create the motherboard. I helped create the Apple One. I is not just Steve. He has a friend. That's me, son.
He's Steve Wozniak. He's Steve Wozniak.
He's Steve Wozniak.
He's Steve Wozniak.
Okay, yeah, you know me. I'm hanging out here. What the heck? You can throw me on your torso. I'm a black turtleneck. Yeah, there's something fluid in me. Yeah, you know it's not that great. I'm in here hanging out while all these guys do is create. Yeah, I'm sweaty, I'm nasty, and I'm stinky too. Yeah, you know that they're typing, but they're getting me filled with goo. Yeah, I'm here innovating. You don't want no choices. So if you want to pick me, you can elevate your voices.
He's
I'm
a black turtleneck. He's a black turtleneck.
He's a black turtleneck. He's a black turtleneck.
He's a black turtleneck.
He's a black turtleneck. Okay, check me out. Gonna go on a spirituality spree. Take a tab of me. I'm LSD. I am the thing that inspired Steve Jobs after India. He said, man, I'm gonna go and change the world for sure and the universe. I gotta put a dent in it. And you know I'm gonna be winning and winning. But I am very difficult and I am hard to work with. But it's true, I got fired from my own company. Let's diethyltryptamine, I don't care. Take some, please.
He's LSD. He's LSD. He's LSD. He's LSD.
Albert Hoffman. LSD,
hanging out here in Steve Jobs' garage.
Well, that's a fine painting, if that's the sort of thing you like. I don't know if I would consider that fine art.
Well, maybe not the finest, but it was definitely a college try.
Yes, yes. Just next time you want to show me a painting, please show it to me after it's dried. This turtleneck is cashmere, and I just don't want to get any paint.
Yes, of course,
Don't
sir.
want to get any paint.
I apologize, and I thank you for being my patron and sponsoring me to do all this art for you.
About that.
Oh, a problem?
Well, it's just that, it's been 3 weeks and you're not really producing up to the standard. Me and Patricia's standard, my wife, Patricia.
Patricia, I have standards.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm hiding in the garage.
Yes, she's very demure. Very demure. But you have a high standard of art, and you're not really living up to them. So I don't know if this will work out.
Sir, Constable, and Patricius, I implore you, my art takes time. It takes time to make a beautiful piece of art. It doesn't just happen overnight, and, you have to get a turtleneck dirty to make something great.
Oh, no. How dare you suggest such a thing, you young San Francisco bohemian, you dirty... No. That's your jurisdiction. That's your purview, Patricia. No, is that her name? That's my wife's name.
That's me. I'm Patricia. It's okay.
She's very demure.
I'm in the garage.
Yes, we are from Silicon Valley, and we just want the art. We don't need to know your process. We've given you 3 weeks and you haven't delivered. You're just a dirty hippie in a knitted sweater. I'm sure you knitted yourself.
If you want to make art that's worthy, you gotta get the turtleneck dirty.
Ooh.
If you want to make art that's worthy, you gotta get the turtleneck dirty. If you want to make
turtleneck dirty, get the turtleneck dirty. If you want to make art that's worthy,
you gotta get the turtleneck dirty.
Oh no, my friend, our business, I fear we're at our end. Oh, I thought your work would be delicious, but you've been a disappointment to me and Patricia.
Oh, just listen to me. I see the funds are drying, but trust me, I have spent 3 weeks trying. It's hard to be out here doing my thing. I have to tell you, this doesn't just happen, you see.
Oh, but me, I have no patience, and I cannot embrace this. You have been just a disappointment, and I think our business, we have to shorten it. You get dirty.
You gotta get the turtleneck dirty. If you wanna make art that's worthy, you gotta get the turtleneck dirty.
I'm going to take my money back. And this painting, I want all of that. I want what I have paid for, and put these rests under a chainsaw.
Well, that's pretty rude. I know, I admit that my art can be crude, but let me tell you something, I'm a bit of a rebel. Maybe you'd like something on a different tech level? You see, I have this idea, a tutor. I could teach you about my new ass computer. Would you like to be in on the ground floor? Would you like me to explain some more?
I am so intrigued, but it seems your hand is on my sleeve, and you've put paint on my turtleneck. Oh no, what is this? I feel what the
You
heck?
wanna make art
That's worthy. You gotta get the turtleneck dirty. Get dirty with me.
If you wanna make art
That's worthy. You gotta get the turtleneck dirty.
I'm infected with bohemia, luxury, and stevia in my coffee, in my chicory. Oh no, you've given me trickery.
Yes, that's right. You're here in my bohemian garage, and look at you in this bohemian mirage. Patricia is here too, and I see you're very demure. Woohoo!
I found the LSD. I found the LSD.
Patricia.
Somebody help me. I found the LSD.
Your head is spinning around 360.
Yeah, I got microchips. I got microchips for days. Yeah.
Yeah, I got motherboards.
Yeah.
I got motherboards for
Yeah,
weeks. I got them
I
for
can-
weeks.
I can fusion them. I can
Yeah.
pair them. I built a PC in like 16.
In 16.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. It compared to lots of other PCs my friends had.
Wow. I went 013. I built the binary code language for the motherboard that actually helped create the first hardwired hardware.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I'll program up in the computer, and
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just I'll turn it on, and I'll send messages all day. And,
Sometimes when
yeah.
that startup chung happens,
Yeah.
I actually cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get emotional
Yeah.
because like I don't have a lot of friends, and
No.
like I eat a lot of caprese salads alone, and I don't know. I feel like you and I talking shop like this. This is probably the best time of my week.
It's probably the best friendship I have.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, but like Kenneth, like seriously though, like when I found you on that forum,
Yeah.
I kind of thought that there wasn't anyone else like me out here.
Well, Toby,
in
that's what I thought
Duluth.
too when I
Yeah.
in the forum when I entered the forum in Duluth, the forum that you helped build.
Yeah, thank you. I coded the forum. I
Yeah.
used WordPress to code the forum
It's pretty fantastic.
in 20.
20. Yeah, no, 20. That was recent.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you ever wanted to get like milkshake.
Jamba Juice or something.
Jamba Juice?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
love a
You do?
chocolate mood. I think it's funny how they put a parenthesis like it's a cow,
Yeah.
but then it's like it's a whole mood too.
Yeah. I like that.
I've never
too.
had a friend before.
Me neither.
It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machines. It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machines. It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machines. It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machines.
Yo, I love this friendship that we built inside of this loft. Your friendship is like a pillow, feels me so soft. We're talking hardware, talking software, talking all the things, talking all the beeps and blips and the boops that go ding, ding, ding.
I don't have a brother or a sister. So with you, you're the 0 to the 1 in my transistor. It makes me feel happy. I'm saying, oh my lord, hanging out with you feel like I hit the motherboard.
It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machines. It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machine. It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machine. It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machine.
I remember 015, it was my favorite year. It's when I met you on the forum that it is right here. Then in 018, well, that year we had a freaking blast. Cause I think our friendship went from slow modem to really fast.
And in 019, we met in person, had our first Jamba Juice.
Yes.
And then we had a mini war, got into a physical fight, and then we had a little truce. Yes. And then 020, we hung out and we got this here apartment. And now we both have girlfriends and our next friendship level starting.
It's a team of dweebs.
Well, you have a girlfriend, not me.
Mine.
It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machine. It's a
team of dweebs of the O-teen machine.
Can I meet her?
It's a team of dweebs of the O-teen machine.
1 0 0 1 0 1
Oh,
1 1 0
no.
1 0 1 1 1 0 1
Your
1 1
your
0 1 0
computer.
1 1 0 1 0 1
Oh,
1
no.
0 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 0.
I just had a heart attack.
Oh no! My only friend hath perished.
We're both named Steve.
It's kind of a conflict of interest, was.
Well, I don't see why it should be a conflict of interest. We can both have our own acclaim and renown and fame and each get our own different kinds of credit for what we do.
You know, that's obviously fucking true. Was. God, you're such a softballer. This is tech. This is the most competitive industry since Westinghouse built the train lines. Since he got power into every home in America. Woz, are you going to softball me all day?
I thought you just wanted to come out for 2 hamburgers. Each of us have a hamburger.
Nothing is simple with me, Stephen Jobs, all right? I'm the most difficult man to ever live, and I will change the universe.
Okay, this is a hamburger. There's not even cheese in it. It's just a simple hamburger.
Bread, protein, bread. Deceptively simple. But when you zoom in and you go into the beef, there is a 7-piece amino acid structure that makes up the beef. There's fat, which is 9 calories per gram. And there's bread, which is a conflagration of different cellular matter made out of grain.
I hate working at this burger joint. Sometimes I wish I could just press shuffle on my real-life interactions. Don't you, Marcy?
Yeah, this place stinks.
I'm just watching these 2 men talk about bun ratios and patties.
I'm just trying to make a buck and pay rent.
Oh, you get it.
See, these are simple people, Steve.
You want to go work here at Flappy Burger?
No, I want to continue developing our computer that we're working with. We should just appreciate the simple things.
Yeah, we're
these
sitting
simple
here
people.
eating hamburgers when we could be working making the Lisa 2.
You have to eat. You're all right, guys. You have to eat.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
This one has acne on his acne.
that's very rude. I just feel like your rise and grind mentality is actually kind of toxic.
Yeah.
Ever since the mountain burned and the valley was made, the silicone one. You know how valleys get
know
made.
what we
It's
mean.
Silicon Valley.
It's silicon.
Valley.
It's not cone. I read it wrong on the news.
This is not what we put in people's breasts, which is silicone. This is
Oh,
silicon.
it's
A metal
silicon.
that makes up microchips. Jesus.
Steve,
Oh.
I think these are just regular people. We just each paid them $1.08 for a hamburger, and that's it. It's
I
just,
gave him $200 cash.
Why did you do
It
that?
was
To
very
show
generous.
to show him that I'm a power machismo tech man.
I know for a fact that you only had $217 to your name.
Now I have $17 to throw in your face so that you can get back to fucking work.
Why? Give me one good reason why you're doing this, Steve.
I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I'm making microchip in Silicon Valley and I'm gonna take a big old dip. I'm gonna say Sally, what you wanna do and use no lip. I wanna use Steve Wozniak to give me a leg up. I wanna go get that money, not just in the millions. I'm gonna take Apple public and get all the billions and then I'll piss everyone off and I'll quit and I'll say go far and then I'll start my own company, Pixar.
I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can.
Why don't you calm down and just relax? We'll make all of our money back. We don't have to take over the whole world. We can just have our little corner and chill. We can just make our little Apple box. You don't have to knock everyone out their socks. Come on, Steve. Everything isn't murder. $1.08 hamburger.
I'm doing it because I can, because I can. What do you think?
I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can.
Okay, I'm hearing these guys and they're playing for fame, but actually, I'm feeling a mind game. I don't like the way they're manipulating me. Their rise and grind culture is toxic, you see.
Those are are two guys. I made them fries. That's as fast as my brain can go. Oh no!
They're doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can.
Where'd that black turtleneck come from? That wasn't there. Oh my goodness. I'm so scared. Why is there a PowerPoint presentation on the screen? I don't even know what a PowerPoint is.
I've got a screen over here. I've got a screen over there. It's called a keynote now, and I do it with such flair. I'm turning into a technological god. I've got a computer here, but this is called an iPod.
Doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can. I'm doing it because I can, because I can.
I quit. I'm gonna go because I can. All right. Thank you for listening to the North Coast Podcast. You can follow us at North Coast NYC on all social media. And if you love the podcast and want even more content, join our Patreon. We have a Patreon now, so you can get exclusive North Coast Podcast content. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.